Then I happened to sit down with my team, and we started thinking about the future of smart cities. The future of smart cities has to be fueled by electricity and water. Those are the key utilities to run a smart city. And when you hear of a smart city, what comes in your mind? For me, what comes in my mind is an efficient city where everything is automated and everything is, if it's the bills, they are automated and services are supposed to be efficient. So that's when we sat down with my team and we started 𝐂𝐶𝐓𝑑𝐷𝐢𝐿. 𝐂𝐶𝐶𝐓𝑑𝐷𝐢𝐿 is a smart, it's an AI smart real estate revolution where we are trying to address the $2 trillion real estate crisis, where we have $500+ billion of revenue, okay, not revenue, but rent defaults, where we also have 30% losses in utilities, and we have 18 billion energy and tamper losses, especially from our companies like Kenya Power. Then we have 15% manual work, where agencies and real estate, usually when they do have a lot of manual work. So from there, we decided to create a system called 𝐂𝐶𝐓𝑑𝐷𝐢𝐿, where we have designed a software that can be able to accommodate smart meters for electricity and both water. We do have the smart meters. We do have a smart meter prototype, and we have started building the 𝐂𝐶𝐓𝑑𝐷𝐢𝐿 software where water, smart locks, and electricity can be paid on our system automatically. So whenever, if you don't pay your rent, this door has to lock automatically. Then we went ahead and thought about the issue where a door can be able to lock. That's when we decided to use AI to be able to monitor the door in the room to ensure that the door will never, ever lock whenever there's someone in the house. So we decided to build 𝐂𝐶𝐓𝑑𝐷𝐢𝐿. So in 𝐂𝐶𝐓𝑑𝐷𝐢𝐿 software, we do have, our software is for real estate agencies, it's for smart cities, and even landlords. So if you're there and you have a lot of bills and a lot of paperwork, so 𝐂𝐶𝐓𝑑𝐷𝐢𝐿 suits for you. So we're trying to solve this crisis, and our system has predicative maintenance, and we have a system that can be able to monitor rent. It can be able to monitor fraud detection. It can be able to monitor occupancy in the house and ensure that the door will never lock at any point when there's someone in the house just because you didn't pay your rent. We have also integrated our system with blockchain, where all the smart contracts, before you enter a house, you must have an agreement with your landlord. So we will be using smart contracts to ensure that the system is automated using smart contracts to ensure that even the landlord doesn't have to be there. You as the landlord, you just set your rules, and that becomes a smart contract with the tenant who is coming. So onto our business model, we do have different revenue models where we have subscription models. Our system is supposed to cater for utility companies, smart cities, and different areas. So we also have our system that caters for jobs. It can be able to create jobs. We do have we do have subscription models. As you can see there, we do sell smart locks. We have payments. We have a lot of stuff, as you can be able to see from the screen. And we have partnered with Kabarak University, which has offered a learning platform and research platform, and logistics company like Rionel Logistics, offering logistic services when one person is supposed to move from one house to the other. Then that's our financial projection. We expect to reach break-even at the third year of from the start. So we are planning to start our system next year. That's when we plan to launch. And this is my team. You can be able to see there. Some of us are here with us. The rest are not together with us. Then we have the SDGs. We are accomplishing the UN SDG alignment and global impact with SDG 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 16. And we plan to impact 500 plus properties. 750 million is going to be saved through our system. We are going to create 10 million plus jobs through our system, which we have an AI that can be able to assign jobs based on your skills. So you just go to our system, you create, there's a career place, you just go, give your details, and the rest will. Yeah, so our ask is $100K for our pilot, and 40K is gonna do the manufacturing and testing installation, 47 patent expansion, smart IoT locks and IoT devices. Then we plan to have our own server where it's gonna cost us around $30K USD. Then deployment and training, 20K, and operation, compliance, and legal contracts is gonna be around 1K USD. So we ask you to join us in transforming the future with us. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
So this is my team. With me, I have actuarial and data science lead, and we have our AI engineer. And then behind there, I have my CTO. Maybe he can wave. His name is Malik. So yeah, that's our team. The rest of us, our blockchain engineer and our CFO, they're not together with us. They were somewhere. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Jotham and the team. So, so we'll open the floor for questions.
Hi, Jotham.
Hi.
I'm a little bit confused. Okay, let me just start from the beginning. Okay. You talked about it being a powered smart real estate solution. Why do you need AI in this? You actually don't need AI in this. Yeah, that's one. And I know you have an answer, but you'll give me that answer. And then two, you talked about bills automation. How do you automate? As a tenant, do I connect my card to your to an account somewhere so that it's automated in terms of bill payment? Again, why? Because you already have a solution. If it's electricity payment, you can pay through M-Pesa. Yeah? If it's water payment, it's not your work to look for the bills. We have water companies and all that. Yeah? And I know there's some leaks, but KPLC and water companies you won't take their job in another way yeah. So, and then you talked about locking doors. Yeah. So in real estate, and I know sometimes we have scrupulous agents and all that, but there's a law against that, one. And then two, you're dealing with human beings. Yeah, you're not dealing with machines. So the moment you have such a system, already it works against tenants. Yeah. So if you lock someone's door automatically because they've not paid rent, and you know people usually have stories whether real or fake in terms of rent payment and all that, and usually either the agents or the owners of the houses have some kind of deals. Yeah. So for me, I feel like, and again you'll answer my questions, I feel like you're creating a solution where you are creating a solution with a problem that is not yours to fix, or you're creating a solution to a problem that is non-existent per se, yeah, or can be dealt with in another way, in another humane way that is not too complicated. Because again, even with the smart contracts, why blockchain? Why do you need blockchain for smart contracts? You can do it without using blockchain. Because remember, you're not dealing with, when you're dealing with tenants, when you're dealing with consumers, they don't really care about blockchain and all that. You might know the benefits of blockchain. I know the benefits of blockchain. But how our markets are right now in Africa, it might work in other areas, but in Africa, but anyway. That's my 2 cents, and probably you can answer, and then.
Okay, regarding the locking of the doors and the AI, we decided to use AI because most of the systems, we are going to be using AI to detect a lot of things. For the smart doors, what happens is the door doesn't just lock when the end month is there. So we have a smart contract. We chose blockchain because it can be able to store the immutable smart contracts where before you, as the tenant, get into that house, you have to sign an agreement which has to be set by the owner of the house, be it the agent or be it the landlord. So if a specific date which has been set on the smart contract has been reached and you haven't yet paid, you'll receive different notifications telling you reminding you you're supposed to pay. So if that doesn't happen, then the AI is supposed to do the rest of the work to ensure safety, because safety comes first. Yes.
Why do I need blockchain to sign a contract? Yet, yeah, because either way, if you use blockchain, it means that there's some service providers you'll be paying, and then the landlord will need to pay for that service and all that. Yet they can just draw up a contract on paper, send it to them, or even online. Nowadays you can sign online, and then you store it somewhere. Like, why do you need blockchain? And again, AI. Anyway.
Thank you, 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓𝑑𝐀𝐋. Two things, or rather two questions. This is the this is the software bit of it. What about when it comes to hardware? For instance, the locks. Is it something that 𝐂𝐶 will offer, or you'll have to rely on third parties, or even probably the bulbs and the smart meters? And then secondly, just probably as a pointer, your solution is more of a building management system, but yet you're talking of a smart city. So city and buildings are two totally different things. Because when you start talking about smart city, you also need to talk about road network, water supply, and so on and so forth. So I think when you mentioned smart cities, I was waiting to see that element. And then back to my first question, like I have just built bed sitters in, what's this place? Kambi, Upper Kambi. Yes. How can I put 𝐂𝐶 in those?
So what happens, we will be creating the locks, and we will also be creating doors to sell to any person who has a real estate anywhere. Then if you have any rentals anywhere, you just go to 𝐂𝐶. You can be able to you can register your number of units there. You can be able to add the number of apartments you have. Then each and every unit is supposed to be registered under the system. Then it has to be assigned a meter. So they can be identified. So house, it's both the electricity and water meter. They are there. Then regarding the smart cities, okay, we are targeting how the rental estate rentals are supposed to be, the efficiency when it comes to the smart cities of tomorrow. So we are trying to look at the side on the real estate.
Yes, I agree, but I think when you pitch to an investor and tell them smart city, they probably want to see how you control traffic and things like that, as well as the building. So I think I've heard enough.
Thank you very much. Next presenter will be, as we still engage them, next presenter will be, presenters, Irene Okwaro and the team. kindly be ready. You will be next. Maybe a question here. Could you comment on ethical considerations with regard to your innovation?
All right. Thank you.
Karibieni akina Kwaro. Just. You have a question?
We were supposed to present for Rome, the project called Rome.
Okay, thank you. You will do so after they have presented, eh? Yeah. We have actually a list which we are following. You will come after them. So kindly.
Okay, thank you so much. So there is with the ethical consideration, the first thing is the data privacy part, which is wondering why we have AI and we have blockchain. Currently, if I go to a house right now, I'm told to sign on a piece of paper. That piece of paper is going to store it somewhere. They want my copy of ID. I don't know where it's going to do with it, right? That's going to store it somewhere. Or I fill some online form and it's probably putting it on some Google Drive or some Google Sheets, okay? What if it gets lost? Those are personal details, ID, maybe DL, and other licenses on there, right? So the data privacy is the key issue, and we have looked at that. That's why the key about blockchain comes in. Blockchain, he was mentioning something about mutability. Blockchain doesn't, it encrypts data. When your data comes in, it's hashed. So all those pins, all those IDs, maybe say your meter, smart meter number, all those are stored in there. And I just want to brush off on something else. You were wondering about the AI. That's when we want to look at fraud detection. If people come to your home, if people come to your residential, because this is residentials within smart city, by the way. So it's just, we are not thinking about, the whole point of smart city is that these residentials are going to fit in there. So when people come there, you want to be sure for yourself, based on like historical data, based on like their finances, everything about them, is that there's someone who can maintain finances for a certain time, right? Look at a model smart city we have in Kenya, that's Tatu City. Tatu City doesn't allow anyone to go in there because they're managing everyone who comes in there. Every citizen has to be a certain credit score. So we're going to implement a similar credit score, and that's how the predictive analytics will come in, then the fraud detection. So it's primarily for residential houses in smart cities. That's how the AI and then come down to the privacy part of it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's appreciate this particular group. Yeah. Thank you for your presentation. As you exit the scene, we want to appreciate that particular presentation. So we will now have the next team kindly be on stage. I'm going to hand over the mic.
I believe you're having a good afternoon. So I don't know if you're aware, but up to 60% of crimes go unreported in Kenya, and the average of those that are reported is 100,000, which means that up to 150,000 of crimes are unreported in our country. And this arises, or this brings up that our communities are less secure than they are secure. Why? Because the citizens have been proven or have seen that probably the cases that they report go without any actions, or probably they are not able to access the police stations or police posts around them. So for our project, the crime lens presented by Jemutai Beryl, Jepchumba Mercy, and Rukwaro Irene brings you a solution in the crime sector for our country. So if most of the crimes are unreported, the why is this? This is because the citizens, one, fear retaliation or stigma if it's a gender-based violence or a sexual abuse. They also fear wasted effort. Why? Because if I walk to a police post or a police station and the details are are written in a logbook, and 1 month, 2 weeks down the line, 3 months, 6 months, a year down the line, I see that nothing is done about it, then I have no trust for the law, to the law enforcement that is around us. Another reason is if the law enforcement, then the cases are reported in this situation, the logbooks are paper-based, so which means they are slow. If I wanted to get data-driven insights, or if I wanted to, if an example of a commissioner of a police station or the head of a police station, and I wanted to know which areas am I to send my officers to go patrol, how will I tell which areas are hotspots? So our system enables the law enforcement to be able to have data-driven insights on where to patrol. And even when they go to the county and request for funding, maybe for vehicles to use to patrol, they have a data that is backing up what they go to ask for. And this will give the county more reason to give them the funding that is needed for them. So our system is aimed to ensure that no case goes unheard, no files get lost, and that communities have trust for the law enforcement that have been provided to them by the government. I think we all know that the police have a motto that says utumishi kwa wote, but they can't serve all if those they seek to serve cannot even go to report.
So you might be wondering what's the uniqueness of our system. So the first point is that our system enables anonymous reporting, whereby the victims and or even the witnesses are able to report without fear or stigmatization. Secondly is that our system enables real-time tracking. Why is this so? The cases reported are able to be monitored. The progress of the cases reported are able to be monitored instantly. Also, our system enables officer accountability, because the officers' actions, the officers are able to record actions transparently, therefore ensuring responsibility. Also, our system enables data-driven insights. Why is this so? Because it produces accurate crime statistics, as my colleague has said. So, onto our target market. Firstly is the citizens, since the citizens need safe and simple space for reporting of these crimes. Secondly is law enforcement units, government and NGOs. All these are our major markets, target markets. So onto our revenue streams. Firstly is we are going to generate revenue through government contracts, since they can license the system to ensure law enforcement policies are done. Secondly, subscription plans, whereby we are able to, we will be able to offer premium features, for instance, advanced data analytics, even case dashboards. And lastly is we are able to offer analytics services. Why is this so? We are going to provide anonymized crime trends reports to policymakers. Lastly, I'm going to handle our marketing and sales strategy, whereby we are going to market our product through government engagement, whereby we can sell this product through tenders, demos, and even pilot projects. also, we shall be able to market through awareness campaigns and also strategic partnership, whereby we shall be able to collaborate with security firms and even human rights groups. So my colleague is going to showcase briefly about on the system.
So far what we have achieved in our system is the anonymous reporting. Also, we have achieved data, like once reports have been made, there is data, there is analytics we have done so far. So let me show you.
You have 2 minutes.
So just like we said, you can report anonymously. So also, when you make a report, right now when you go to a police station and you make a report, you are given an OB. Now in our case, we try to digitize that. So instead of a digitized OB, okay, we have a digitized OB, but in our case now it will be a tracking number. Using that tracking number, you can track the progress of your report as it is being updated by the officer in charge of that case. So, yeah. So for an officer, when he or she has been assigned a case, this is where the officer can make changes to the case, update, and the same progress is visible to the citizen when he or she requests for the progress of the case. Yes. That's it.
Thank you so much. I think we have a proper problem, and the solution is kind of clear. So we have a proper problem. We know our justice system when it comes to data entry, there's a big problem, and even accuracy and follow-ups. So there's a problem here. Yeah. Though I have one or two questions, just to clarify on a few things. Do you have part of your team, is anyone a cyber security expert? That's one. Or do you have access to like a cyber security expert? Because I know such a system will always have people trying to get into it. That's one. And then two, with your anonymous reporting, how do you confirm the accuracy of data? Yeah, especially with Kenyans. Kenyans sometimes can spam people and systems. Yeah, so how do you first of all confirm accuracy of data that's put in anonymously, and then when it comes to spamming, how do you work on that?
Probably as you're considering his question, do you also have linkages with the National Police Service or relevant security institutions? Because I think the goal of innovation is, if a crime is reported, it is acted on very fast. So do you have that linkage so that once it's reported, they probably enter it into their system? Because you know, a lot of these matters to deal with crime is a national government thing. So how would they now embrace this innovation that has been led by this private sector team?
Okay, on the question of a cybersecurity expert, as of now, we don't have any cybersecurity expert in our team, but we do have access to one, and we'll put into consideration your recommendation. Thank you. On the second question about the spamming and how we are able to tell the accuracy of the data given, the data given by the citizen who reports, if followed up by the police officers, our system allows for the charge officers to be able to flag if a case seems malicious or seems like it is a fake case, and for the in case of information that probably on location, our system is able to tell the accurate location of the individual. So in case they give something alternative to that, that automatically disqualifies the case as malicious. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Maybe there could be a question from the audience. Any? Okay, we can move on to the next. Let's appreciate this group as they exit the scene. We're going to have our presentation from Greg, Dominic, and the team on Rome. And as they come, 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓𝐑𝐀𝐋 and the team will be the fourth. Yeah, you will come after them. So just to be ready. Strictly 5 minutes. And we will time 5 minutes. There's a mic in there.
Good afternoon. My name is Craig Dominic. This is Waruguru, and this is Darius. We are both 3.2 students, and we are here to present our project. So I'll be reading from a script that I'd prepared. When we travel to new places, we at some point find ourselves stuck in streets trying to find, say, that clothes clinic or that super cheap convenience store for second-hand clothes, or haven't we? And while some of us quickly rush to Google Maps to find that, we find that Google Maps is most convenient when we know the name of a certain place. Thus, in frustration, we are forced to plan B, the word of mouth strategy, asking the locals for directions. Or at least for the tech-savvy, we spend about like 30 minutes or so scrolling on TikTok or any other social media platform, trying to find probably a really good cafe within your local area that you want to try. So we now introduce Roam, a web-based platform that aims to address the decentralization of information. There are a couple of features that make this all possible. We have a sentence transformer that allows us to create vectors out of a user's query and thereafter produce probable outcomes of the search. We use mathematical techniques such as the term inverse frequency, document frequency, and the cosine similarity to understand and map out the overlays that a user has clicked, liked, or upvoted. We also implement a Markov chain to predict the places that a certain user might be interested in. Third is a PageRank mechanism powered by a probabilistic model that analyzes complex user interaction patterns to calculate the true popularity and influence score of an overlay. We also plan to introduce a convolutional neural network model to analyze user-submitted photos for image quality scoring, automated tagging, and content moderation. Lastly, we subject user-submitted media to a multi-stage pipeline for efficient processing. There are also a couple of features that we think make our platform unique. Users have a personalized feed made possible by carefully designed algorithms, the 𝑇F-IDF that I talked about, and the Markov chain. We also have a fast and responsive UI. We employed an overlay-based approach as opposed to the traditional approach. This gives us several advantages. We never have to reload the page when navigating to a previous page the user has been to. So we overcome the typical drawbacks of using the overlays, and that's the static URL, by implementing client-side routing via the JavaScript history API. Therefore, we have the performance of a single-page application and the shareability of a traditional website where every place has a unique bookmarkable URL. Lastly, we have a superior page ranking mechanism, which we calculate by using an authority score of the user and the total number of upvotes the user has given. Our primary target is the Gen Zs, since they are most socially informed and they love trying out diverse activities. We're also targeting the domestic and international tourists who are seeking to explore Kenya beyond the well-known establishments, such as Nairobi National Park, Masai Mara, etc., thereby getting a richer experience with our local community. This, in turn, promotes the visibility of the SMEs. So Rome will operate on a freemium model, diversifying income through multiple revenue streams. We plan on having feature listing, commission fees, where we get a small commission from transaction made through a platform, a premium option for businesses to get advanced analytics based on the platform's data, and selling anonymous data via commercial APIs to data brokers. We plan to market our platform by organizing roadshows in major towns, adverts on major TV stations and radio stations, and collaborators with local bloggers and influencers to promote our platform. We are seeking about like 2.5 million to funding our platform. So 50% would cover the operational costs, such as data storage, API fees, and cloud hosting, etc. 30%
1 minute,
yeah.
Please conclude.
30% will be used in marketing and promoting our platform. So
hi. I'm going to take you through the prototype of our project. Okay. First, our project, in our project, is it displaying? No, display it.
Okay. So I'm going to hand over the mic to the judges.
Thank you so much for the presentation, Rome. Again, there's a problem to be solved, kind of. The only feedback I'll give you, especially when pitching, yeah, be as simple as possible. People don't care about the algorithms and mathematics and all that. We care about you solving our problems. How you solve it, that's your problem. Yeah. So internally, you can, especially with tech people, you can have all those rosy and flowery things. But as an end user, I just need to know that you can solve my problem without going too deep into the specifics, unless probably you're pitching to a crowd that needs that, that level of functionality. Yeah. So the next time you're pitching, even when you're talking about your unique selling propositions, atana niliona umeka some nini hapo mathematical, no, don't do that. Yeah.
Just to echo my fellow colleague, yes, I think it's a very good idea. Probably, I think your biggest competitor would be the man in the village who knows more than the machines, and then the websites, who knows all the places to go. Like recently I was on vacation with my family, and you find even asking online is not as effective as asking for someone who has lived there for many, many years. So it's something you can consider, how to involve the community. And then also probably something you can consider is to not have it as a standalone website. Let me give you an example. When I booked for the said family vacation, I used booking.com. And once you booked on booking.com, it now gives you suggestions of things to do when you're, say for instance, in Mombasa. Maybe you can also consider being a plugin for some of these well-known booking vacation rentals like Airbnb, booking.com. It might give you a bit more traction. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe in the interest of time, we will kindly request that it's okay, I know. Maybe it is something to do with technology, it may not be you. So because of time, we will kindly request you to...
Just 1 point.
Yeah, just one, strictly one. And Dalmas, with the group, you will be ready, eh? Strictly 1 minute.
Yeah.
And I'll stand. I'm not sitting.
Yeah. So, okay, our platform is working, and we'd like to show you. But the one issue that makes our platform different, that we think that the word of mouth approach would be integrated into the website approach, is we have the user-centric approach where the customers have the option of uploading the places to our website, and based on a couple of factors, these places are upvoted, and thus the small and medium-sized enterprises which are not visible in these established platforms, they are now visible, and yeah, to other users.
Okay, let's appreciate the Rome group as they exit the scene. Thank you very much for your presentation. I want to also believe that you've taken the comments of the judges to improve your work. We appreciate you. Only time was not on our side. So can we usher in Omkaga Dalmas and the group, if you are working with the group or alone, and strictly 5 minutes. Time is not on our side. I'll be timing, and I'll stop you. So, on a light note, please, let's 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And as he prepares to present, the next group will be the 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓, that is Kevin and the group. That will be number 5. Kevin, I hope you are ready. Where are you? Kevin, yeah, you'll be next. So you're almost ready? As we want to usher you in, we wish to recognize the presence of the Dean, School of Science, Engineering and Technology, Professor Rugiri. Karibu sana. We are recognizing your presence. We will give you an opportunity, if you will still be with us, to greet us later on. I hope you are ready. You know, I've already started timing.
Maybe it doesn't have HDMI.
Okay. Maybe in the interest of time, you could still proceed with the presentation.
Hello. You will allow me to read, but it flows with the name. Okay. And sorry for my group members, they were not able to come today, but if there will be a next time, they will be here. Yeah. Now for the problem statement, the title of my project is Community Hub. Okay, let me start with the purpose of this project. The purpose of Community Hub is, first of all, is to provide a central hub for community problem reporting. Second is to encourage active citizen participation in solving local issues. Third is to foster transparency and accountability by ensuring reports are visible and traceable. And finally, it is to build a sense of ownership and collaboration where communities feel empowered to improve their environment together. Good. Okay, before I go to the problem statement still, let me finish with how the project, the NINI works. How it works, it is the project is designed with several core features, like it has user authentication, where like the user registers, logs in, and there's also email verification. There is issue reporting, like the main part of the NINI. There is viewing and tracking of issues, because we have put that in place where users can view how the issues is being, the progress of the issue and how it's being handled. There is support and there is comment. Then there is the admin panel where communities, administrators, and official management can update and resolve issues. Then there is the modern user experience where there is light theme and dark theme. Then there is the impact of the system. It promotes transparency where everyone can see the issue in real time, promotes efficiency where problems get to the right authorities very fast. Then there is engagement, where more citizens participate and have a choice. There is accountability, where the government and organizations can't ignore visible and logged issues. Like now, Community Hub transforms frustrations into actions. Then we have put AI in the system, where like the first thing is Community Hub. It has the AI, it helps in categorizing issues automatically. For example, if a citizen reports, let's say, a burst of pipe has busted somewhere, the AI can instantly suggest the category if it's where it's water and sanitation, and also suggest where like the people involved who are supposed to handle it. Then there is the advanced features where there is smart categorization. This is where issues are automatically tagged with high accuracy, with the urgency of it. Then there is priority prediction, where AI urgency, whether it is critical or low priority. Then there is trend analysis. Recurring issues like constant blackouts are detected as patterns. Then there is resource allocation, where AI can suggest which department or organization should handle specific cases, and also proper resource management. Then there is sentiment analysis, whereby the AI analyzes community comments. AI can measure the frustration and the urgency level from the comments and of the people where the comments. Yeah. Then there is predictive insight, where it forecasts, like, depending on the region, if there will be a flood or any other need, then it will have language translation, because it is on the community. It is mostly measured with people in the community. Okay, there's also people, like the AI is not going to take most of the credit here. People, we do the most language translation because AI want to know like the local dialects of the people. Let's say if they're speaking Kikuyu or Kalenjin, they want to know that. Now, that is the role of the people. Then there is error detection in case it is for confirmation the urgency. Now that will be the work of the humans, and they will also be helping in feeding the AI. Okay. From that, I think I have mentioned most of the things that I need to say from the slides now. The problem statement.
2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes.
3 minutes have gone.
Okay. Yeah, they are working, yeah. The problem statement is communities often struggle with reporting and resolving local issues due to lack of centralized platforms for issues reporting, which creates a gap between citizens and the decision makers, which in this case are the ones going to solve the problem. Then there is poor communication between the citizens, the NGOs, and the government. Then there is lack of structured, transparent, and collaborative system of for community problem solving. Okay, this is for transparency. Here's where, like, if an issue is being solved, we will know the progress of the issue, the resolvement. Then the solution to the problems. Community Hub is a civic engagement platform that enables citizens to report community issues in real time with media plus location, because, yes, we have to have the evidence that actually there is that problem. We have to see the issue. It also enables the public to track progress, support, and comment, as I have said earlier. Then it provides tools for authorities and NGOs to respond effectively. Then it ensures issues are logged, categorized, and visible to all. Then allows authorities to use the admin panel to manage and resolve. Then it creates cycle for accountability, encourage transparency through public dashboard and updates. Okay, value preposition. This is what makes our project unique. It empowers citizens where active role, they actively participate in problem solving. Then it has like the transparency and accountability with public progress tracking. It is user-friendly platform accessible via mobile and web. Then it restores the trust between the communities and the authorities. Then real-time report with geological and multimedia evidence, because we have to have there is location to pinpoint the exact area where the problem is. Then there is efficiency and data-driven insight. AI, as I said, there is AI. Then there is transforms frustrations into unified force for change. Market opportunity. Yeah, now the target market. This is the local residents facing infrastructure and safety concerns. There is the government authorities who need better citizens engagement tools. Then there is the NGOs and community organizations seeking issue tracking systems, private sector, the private sector service providers. This is if there is, let's say, water and the garbage people collecting the garbage, people responsible for that, they are covered there. There is academia researchers that, for academic, this is about now for the institutions, like now the university for data policy, urban planning, and sustainability studies. Okay, now the revenue streams. Here, mostly we will, first, because it is about the community and the government and NGOs, we will have government and municipal subscription, where there will be premium features, analytics, and dashboard. They'll have to pay for that. Then there is subscription fees from the NGOs and the local government. There is NGO and development partner licensing. Service provider partnership. For the service providers are maybe the people collecting the garbage, because you're also making their work easier. Now, We have the partnership for that. There is premium analytic and reporting tools. There is sponsorship and campaign advertising. That is for the revenue streams. The marketing strategy, like our marketing and sales approach. The pilot programs we selected of communities. Collaboration with NGOs for grassroots adoption. There is digital marketing campaigns to reach wider audience, like through the social media. There is community-based campaign. Okay, that is the same as the social media. There is digital marketing. What? Sorry, I repeated myself.
So maybe actually time is up. We will move on to the comments from the judges.
Thank you so much again. We have a good problem to solve. Just 2 questions and 1 feedback to give you. Okay. So who are we reporting to? That's one. Mm-hmm. Who are we reporting to? And then who has access to the platform? That's 2. And then in terms of feedback, mm-hmm. There's usually, when you're pitching, there's usually a flow of how we should pitch. Yeah? Okay. A flow of pitching. Mm-hmm. Yeah, from the beginning to the end, in a way that is concise and in a way that we clearly understand the problem. Yeah? At first, I couldn't understand what the problem was. I had to think about the problems myself, and then, okay, I had that, at some point I had that light bulb moment, okay, that this is a proper problem. But now, ulituchanganyisha, ulianza sijui wapi, ukarudi tena wapi. Yeah? So be as concise as possible. Make your slides are too verbose. Yeah? Make it visually appealing and make it in a way that even from the slides alone, even without you talking, I can actually see the problem and I can see the solution. And also, when you're pitching, especially for a product like yours, you need to appeal to our emotions in a way that I should feel the pain of not reporting our issues. Yeah? And then now you're coming here to solve that pain for us. And then the last question will be, I've just remembered, one of your competitors will be X, right? Because X, yeah, and Facebook. Because right now, almost all government agencies and institutions have a way of getting feedback and reports from X, and some of those issues are solved instantaneously, especially with the likes of Akina KPLC. They're very fast to solve those issues. And X is free, yeah, and you'll be charging and all that. And even with X, there's some sort of transparency. And you know, with Kenyans, they will drag you if you don't do what you need to do. So what will make your platform unique, or what will make your platform, what will make these institutions want to use your platform as compared to this other free platform that is out there that anyone can use and everyone has access to?
Should I answer your question first, or? Okay. First, to answer the question of where are the issues being reported to, because we will be having, there is the admin panel, there will be so many different admins. Let's say like there is KPLC who are dealing with the power, there will be the government, people dealing with waste, people dealing with those, they will be there. And if an issue is reported, let's say it is about power, it will directly be sent to KPLC. Yeah, then the question, why should people use my system? Okay, the system, it is open, like in terms of resolving, like if the issue has been posted, and let's say, let me just use KPLC again, there is the transformer somewhere here that has blown up. Yeah, somebody has reported. Now we have like a visual to show if, yes, the problem has been submitted. That's one. It has been received. It has then, they will show like if action has started, it will be shown with a progress bar. Then there will be we will still need to have feedback that the problem has been solved. Language, yeah. Yes, also we have like the language translation, because not everybody uses English, not everybody uses Swahili. There are some people, the old people, who use the local dialect. We will be having men on the ground, okay, on the ground who can translate. We will be having the AI that will be learning the languages to translate for them.
All right, thank you. I'm going to ask you from a different point of view.
Okay.
Your hope is to have probably the likes of Kenya Power on board
Yeah.
and pay, say, a premium. But currently, they find Kenya Power and some of these water bodies like Nairobi Water are also investing their resources on creating their own platforms where people can directly report. So how can you, what is now your value proposition for these people who are already committing millions of shillings to creating their own system? And you know, I think when it goes to their respective boards' approval, they'll be like, why should I join community, yet I already have a tender for this project? Or even probably, I don't know if Kabarak, you have an app for the students.
Yeah.
And where students probably have a community where they can report, like kuna manhole in overflow, 𝑊𝘂𝐿𝐴, you know. So how would you convince, probably, even before Kenya Power, how would you convince Kabarak University to stop development on their app and on board on community?
Okay, that's a very good question. They're not going to stop developing their app. Actually, they will develop their app. Now, the aim was in the future to integrate now our system with their systems. Let's say like Kabarak University. An issue has been reported through Community Hub. Yes, it is visible from our side, but it's also visible in their side, or to their side. That was what we were trying to nini. But for that, it needs nini, but we are going there. We will do that.
Okay, thank you. Let's appreciate Dalmas. Dalmas has done a very good presentation. Dalmas, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
As you exit the scene, we still want to appreciate you. I think time was not on our side,
it's okay, but
you had a very good presentation. Yeah, otherwise we are going to usher in Kevin, Manthi, and the group. And as they come, thank you very much, Dalmas. As they come, can we be sure that Sami Kibet and the group are with us? Sami Kibet? Yeah, they are there. You will come after Kevin and Manthi. So be ready. Be ready. We're almost there. So 5 minutes.
So good afternoon. I'm Kelvin Manthi. I'm the lead innovator, and he's Barak project coordinator. So let's take a step back. 2017 and the recent one, 2022. Kenyan youth, or rather youth voters, the turn-up was very low. And why is that? This is because that they are not engaged, like they are disengaged, and also many of them say that they didn't see the point. And also thought that their voice didn't matter. So there's a gap there. And the gap, it is that Kenyan youth are disengaged and also unprepared to take leadership roles. So that's why we came up with this innovation. It is a Republic platform, immersive and role simulation civic education platform. Immersive, interactive tool, interactive environment where Kenyan youth can engage themselves. They can gain confidence. They can prepare themselves to be leaders of tomorrow, the future leaders. Role simulation, they can play different roles. We have a president role, we have the governor role, we have the member of parliament role currently on our system. That's what we have. But we are going to add more, because innovation is not just something that will happen today and that's the end. It's a journey. So we'll keep moving, evolving with the help of the feedbacks from the users. Yeah. And also the third, which is the platform, it will be both a mobile app and a web application. Yes. So without much time wasted, you see the first problem statement. I have already mentioned them, so we'll just go first. The disengagement. So engagement, we have built an interactive tool, which is the eRepublic platform, where the youth will engage themselves, will prepare them, and also they will gain skills, confidence. They will learn. Take it like a gamified solution, like you be learning through completing tasks and scenarios, and then advancing, going to the next level. Yeah. So after that, you can see we have the data from surveys. So our target audience are the youth, and which is from 18 to 35. There you can see like majority feeling disconnected from the government processes. And also we have the gamified civic education platform. It's a very interactive web-based simulator that lets Kenyan youth practice governance through gamified scenario, real-time feedback, and decision-making cycles to build practical civics. And also our, as I've said earlier, our ideal users, we have two ideal users. First of them, it is the primary users. This is the Kenyan youth and university students. And also we have the secondary users. These are the educators and the civics organizations. Yeah, our revenue streams, we will get revenue from partnership. This is partnering with the civic organization for brotherly modules. And also we have the per level subscription, where you'll pay just a small token to advance from the basic level, which is free. Now if you want to get the premium features of the system, now you advance, and the token is very friendly. So yeah, those are the two major revenue streams that we deploy those. Yeah. And also why eRepublic stands out, it is a gamified engagement, localized role simulation, and yeah. Empowering Kenya youth with eRepublic, we have practical governance, hands-on skills, increased interactive civic learning. Yeah. So that's it about the advantages, about the ideal. I've talked about ideal users, the market size and growth, it is a global tech. We have the market opportunity. Now, let's take a look of the, let's take a step back. Yeah, this one. The rising demands fuels 𝐂𝐸republic's potential. We have mobile penetration, like everyone, like most, like 99% have access of mobile and smartphones. So with that, there will be that rising demand. And then the youth civic interest in Kenya, like youth, after now, they are engaged. After that, now they are engaged with the civic education. Now they can either run for office for future, to be future leaders, because they already have now skills. They already know what is a particular role, whether it's a president, like, because our system also, it is like we have the constitution of that particular institution will be in the system. So anything that is going to be done, whether a president, we have the constitution, and the constitution dictates the role, or rather the duties of a president. So after the user learns about that, he will gain confidence, and later he can run for an office because he has skills, or else he or she can learn the duties of that particular role, and then they can hold their leaders accountable concerning, or accountable to what the duties dictates that they must accomplish.
So 2 minutes, you should wind
Yes.
up.
Thank you for that. And then I've talked about the revenue streams. Pricing strategy, I've talked about it. 𝐂𝐸republic reach strategy, these are the educational partnership, like sell institutional licenses direct to schools, university, civic organizations, local workshops, yeah. And then market strategy, we have marketing and sales. Yes, so the funding requirements, the final. Yes, now we come to here. So 𝐂𝐸republic seeks $5,500. That's around 650K Kenyan shillings. To scale operation, we have development, Austin, and we have marketing expansion, operational staff. Yeah. That's the team. Kelvin is Barak, and I'm sorry for the rest of the other 2 members. Unfortunately, they did make it, but they are with us. And then we want to acknowledge our guiding support, Dr. Laura, Head of Department, for helping us in this. Now, this is our prototype. We show you how it functions. So now, as you can see, Lead Kenya Future with 𝐂𝐸republic, and scroll. Yeah, now you can see, choose your leadership role. Presidential powers, there is parliamentary representation, there is county leadership. As I had mentioned earlier, those are the first that we have put on our system, but more to come. And then when you choose one, like you can either start your leadership journey there, then you see, you choose which you are interested. You can also interchange which one. Now you see there is constitution need, education sector, like there's leadership, so you answer them according to your understanding or how you understand, and then you submit the response. There is also generation of new tasks once you are done. Now it is the healthcare system reform. There are those questions you answer. There is also tasks, the progress, approval rating, and such stuff. And also we have the contact.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
We have interesting stuff, but time is not on our side. Okay. I want to really apologize that time is not on our side. Now we will get comments from the judges. Karibu.
Thank you, Kelvin, for that presentation. Again, this is a really good project that I think might be needed in the market in terms of civic education, especially after what happened last year. Was it last year? Yeah. And how civic education was driven, especially through the youth. Yeah. So this might be a good platform to probably push that quickly. The only question that I have, there's a slide that I saw that you guys already have 50+ users, if I'm not wrong.
Oh yeah. So about the 50+ users, we actually tested, like we tested the platform via just students from this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
we gave them the prototype, and then they gave us their feedbacks.
yeah. So I'm a little bit interested in the feedback that you got, and probably if you have some data around that feedback, that will be great to know.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Just wondering if you, as Kabarak University, you hold your elections, student elections? Do you have student representatives?
Okay, that's a good question. I'll pass to my colleague that he will answer.
Can you repeat the question?
I was asking, currently, as Kabarak University, do you have student representative elections?
Yeah, we do.
I think it would be a good place to test because the problem that you presented to us was the lack of interest of youth to participate in national elections. This, yes, is so far it's a good platform to educate the youth or anyone who is interested on the various roles of probably right from president to member of county assembly. But probably from where I'm sitting, I've not seen how the information is going to nudge that one person who is reluctant to vote to wake up early to go and queue and vote. Because at times information, at times people do not go to vote not because they lack information. It's just that probably they, as you mentioned, they feel as if my one vote is not going to make a difference. And I think, I believe it was Michelle Obama in the 2012 election as Barack was seeking re-election. She broke it down and said the difference between Barack winning the first time between him and his closest competitor was an average of one person per polling station. So I think if you can get information like that, especially localizing the statistics, we have 1,000+ words and say the difference between competitor A and competitor B was an outcome of maybe one person per polling station. I think information like that would be able to make someone view their vote is going to be worthwhile. I think that's all from my end.
Okay, thank you very much. I think those are comments to maybe improve your ideas. So as they exit the scene, that is Kevin Manthi and the colleague, the way he said, as they exit the scene, let us appreciate them, please, for the good ideas. And we are going to usher in 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓𝑑𝐢𝑆. 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓𝑑𝐢𝑆. Yeah, as they come, we have 𝐿𝑒𝐿𝑒𝐿𝑒𝐿𝑒𝐿𝑒𝐿𝑒𝐿𝑒𝐿. Are you there? Yeah, you will be next. And lastly will be Felix Masigwa. Where are you seated, Felix? Oh, there. So, kindly just give us an overview of the idea that you have, and if you have a prototype, do it so that we save on time. Strictly 5 minutes.
Thank you. My name is Bismarck. Our project is 𝘊𝘳𝘓, wireless electricity system, wireless electricity transmission system. The problem overview. Over 600 million people in Africa lack reliable electricity, reliable access to electricity. Wiring infrastructure is costly, difficult to maintain, and prone to theft and vandalism. Power loss during transmission remains a global issue. The solution provided by 𝘊𝘳𝘓. 𝘊𝘳𝘓 uses high-frequency wireless energy transfer to eliminate the need for traditional wiring and poles, enabling clean, efficient, and safe electricity transmission for short and medium ranges. As you can see in the above image, that's a tree that has fallen to the electric wires. So we want to eliminate the traditional method of transmitting electricity by 𝘊𝘳𝘓. So as I've said, the solution provided by 𝘊𝘳𝘓 uses high-frequency wireless energy transfer to eliminate the need for traditional wiring and poles, enabling clean, efficient, and safe electricity transmission for short and medium ranges. Key advantages of 𝘊𝘳𝘓. It's cable-free transmission, no wires needed, reduce clutter and infrastructure expenses. Off-grid, it's friendly, ideal for remote areas, mobile units, temporary setups. It's safe and control energy, resonate frequencies, and shielding ensure safety. Multi-device capability. Power multiple devices through a single transmitter. It's easy to install, plug and play deployment.
Okay. So as you said, this is a 𝘊𝘳𝘓. Now this one, we use the transmitter and the receiver coil. So you transmit power and the other section it receives. So it's only, you transmit the live power. But the other section, it taps the live power, converts it back to power. Then you can use it for maybe use electrical uses. Yeah. And then on how it has been used, no, this one I think it is a new technology that requires facilities, it requires time to establish it. So we are still coming up with the final. But now we are pitching so that you can give us the resources in order to develop such a practice, such a technology. The science is use of frequencies. As you transmit high frequency power from the transmitter section to the receiver.
And what's the source of energy at the first point?
At the first point, you can use the normal grid system.
Okay.
But then you tap from the grid and send it to other sections.
Over what distance?
It's a small distance. It is suited for small distance because you cannot set it from Nairobi to Eldoret expecting that you will receive. It's a small range frequency device.
Initially, okay, you mentioned as one of the potential uses is the off-grid solution. So if the main source is the grid, how can it become off-grid if it's a short distance?
Yes, so our science behind this is to avoid the cost of electricity, the use of cables. Instead of using a lot of cables, we can use this Volta beam to tap your power from, maybe say, the Kenya Power can supply you to this point, and this region, you tap your power from that section. That is the idea behind it.
Okay, thank you. Maybe just a parting shot. You can look at patents filed by Nikola Tesla. They have probably something similar to what you're working on.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe Daktari.
Just to pick up from where my colleague from KIPI on the issue of patent, actually did a quick search on Volta beam, and it's actually available online, and it's saying that it's a three-in-one device that is featuring Bluetooth speaker and wireless electricity. So the name is already taken. And even the technology. So maybe you want to liaise with the colleague from KIPI so that he can advise you further on the same. Thank you.
Yeah, and let's appreciate the group as they exit the scene. Yeah, I know the comments that you have received will even make your idea, it will validate your idea. Remember in the morning we had presentation from KIPI, and they talked about something along that line. So we are not rubbishing what you have presented, but comments that you have received can even make you maybe modify it so that you come up with something that is better, even legally. Because if you use somebody's name and it has been patented, you risk being executed, you know. Yeah, and yeah. Or prosecuted, sorry. Yeah, you can find yourself behind bars. But that's on a light note. I think we are here to learn and also to improve. Otherwise, we are very happy. Thank you very much for that presentation. So we are ushering in Shadrach, Mark, Madao, and the group. This is second last, and Felix Masigwa, utakuwa tayari, utufungie siku. Yeah, I know she's there. Yeah. Yes, karibuni. 5 minutes strictly. And follow the example of the group that has just exited. They were very brief. Yeah. Let's keep time. Yeah. Be to the point, strict to the point.
All right, so in front of you is the Energy Hub team. And we developed this as an app for the energy enthusiast. So before we came up with this idea, I experienced something back home. Like my grandfather used to buy these solar equipments, and he used to go through the middlemen, and they charged him a lot of money. So I said, why did he have to spend a lot of money through this middleman Instead, he can just contact the company direct and access that particular solar or inverter or something. And that's when I decided to develop this Energy Hub, a marketplace. Now, so the problem statement, millions of people lack affordable access to renewable energy products such as solar panels, eco-friendly appliances, and the clean energy solutions, probably on the rural areas. And there is also high cost by middlemen, which make renewable energy inaccessible. There is no trusted digital marketplace that connects certified green energy products directly with retailers. What we usually have is these retailers who act as middlemen, who go to the companies, buy the products at a wholesale price, and then come and raise the price of those products and sell them to these people. So that's why we had this idea. Customers lack technical guidance when choosing suitable products, leading to poor adoption of renewable energy solutions. Yeah, poor adoption of renewable energy solutions is a problem that is facing a lot of rural places. And so this web and mobile application is going to help a lot those people, especially in the rural. So the solution here, on digital marketplace, they buy, sell, and trade renewable energy products directly from manufacturers to consumers. They contact them directly, and they buy from them. And there is also a chatbot that is going to explain more to this. We can say they are not that much literate people to understand, because it uses Swahili and English, both of them, to communicate. So probably like my grandfather, he understands Swahili more. He doesn't understand English more. So this chatbot is going to explain him in Swahili language to understand it. It's also AI-powered analytics for the B2B buyers, where they can track everything, and it's going to suggest them the restocks and everything. It's also eco-friendly verification, where all the buyers, all the sellers must be verified in order to trade in our platform. And there's also secured payment, and we have a variety of payments, including PayPal and M-Pesa and Airtel, so that if a person lacks this, he's going to use this. Again, there is, on the base of our unique selling points, we have an AI-powered personalization. We have Enna. Enna is our smart chatbot that is going to help these illiterate people to understand what the app does, how to navigate, because we have integrated even Swahili inside it, so that these people can go through it very well. So there's also affordable and direct trade, eliminates middlemen. There's sustainability first marketplace. It's focused entirely on renewable energy, because we all want to save our energy, and we want to use the sunlight energy. So we are focused entirely on renewable energy, driving global adoption of green technology. Now, smart business insights, AI analytics help sellers forecast demands, manage pricing, and track customer trends. This platform will be scalable. As time goes, it's going to open to East Africa, because it's not just converged to Kenya. It's going to open and scalable to East Africa. So our business, our revenue streams is going to be business model revenue streams. There will be transaction fees. For every transaction, there will be a little bit fees, but not that much like the other sites do. So we have premium storefronts. For these sellers, they are going to have premium storefronts, where sellers pay for featured listings, priority placement, and branding options. AI analytics subscriptions. So for you to access this AI, our AI, at least you must subscribe to it. So by subscribing to it, it's going to make us continue training it and everything. EcoTrust certification and advertising partnerships will be going to green energy brands, and NGOs can run sponsored campaigns and promotion within the platform. And then, so our logistics, there will be third-party transport companies for the immediate order payments. In our app, we have implemented the immediate, there is different kinds of transport. That's free transport that will take like 5 days. There is that immediate transport that will transport overnight. So for the transport overnight, you will pay a certain fee that we have indicated there. So for this, we have the third-party companies that are going to transport them. And for this free, we have dedicated vehicles that will going to transport them. Now, cost estimates for the development cost, it will be 5,000. That will be one time, the web design and everything. And the hosting and everything will cost us 1,000 per year. And the support and admin will be 5,000. The digital marketing campaigns partnership will be 1,000. And then the developers, designers, and AI engineers, business ops will cost a budget of 10,000, and all of it will cost $22,000 US. And so possible challenges that we might face. So there will be there's limited smartphone access in rural areas. So solutions will be USSD and SMS support. So as the product is being transported, there will be an SMS that my grandpa is going to receive it through the mobile, the button phone, and he'll be able to track it, and then he'll be notified when to pick it. There will be building, challenge number 2 is building customer trust in online renewable products. Solution will be EcoTrust certification and verified sellers. Then another challenge is payment barriers for unbanked customers. Like, where I come from, people don't use banks, they use M-Pesa mostly. So there will be a lot of options there. And then the team members I'm the founder of this project, and here are my 2 developers, of which we call ourselves quantum coders.
Thank you. You've seen them. Because of time, asanteni sana. We will listen to the comments from the judges. Poleni, time is not on our side. Yeah, we appreciate.
Thank you so much. One is basically what stops the manufacturers, because ideally you want to sell directly to the consumers, undercutting the middlemen. What stops the manufacturers from building their own platforms, to be able to sell through the platforms? Because I know there are some manufacturers who already have their platforms and they're doing well in terms of selling that. And then 2, how big is the market? How big is the market? Because I don't know if the market is big enough for you. Of course, it's a problem, but how big is the market for you to be able to even get proper money from it in terms of you acting? Because you're still like a middleman. Yeah, you're not the manufacturer, you're not the buyer. You're still like a middleman that you want to eliminate. So how big is the market for you to even have like a proper number of sales in a day?
All right.
Just also to echo, I think this is a comment I made yesterday with Agrigo. When you're setting up a company, logistics is a nightmare. And so if you consider logistics, it might basically eat into your profits and even take you to many losses. And I've seen you've also mentioned that you'd like to own company vehicles. Have you considered that in your, financial proposition and all the various licenses required around it?
Okay,
Okay, so I want to believe that the comments that you've been given is actually meant to improve. You want to give just a remark? Yeah, kindly. Okay.
Yeah, in terms of our market, we have implemented, we are really focused for those people from the rurals. We really focus to them so that they can also access these services. For this company wants to develop its own app that is going to do all these things. It will not be able to reach that far point because it's focusing on production, actually. it's focusing on its production. So it will not have that energy and push to go to that far point of the rurals in order to access them. So we are focusing on those consumers from the rural. So we will go there and enable to get them, and then we will link them to these companies so that they can be able to access them. And then from the logistic part, we have said that we will partner with those first companies that have grown, because in our application here, during the transport section where you select the transport, we have put the free delivery, and then there is the midnight, the night delivery, and then there is that one-day delivery with different prices. So the free delivery is free, of which we will be using the company's vehicle. And then for those people who want it faster, they will select these other deliveries, of which we will use the third party to help them to deliver them.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That is Shadrach and the group. Asanteni sana for your presentation. We appreciate. So kindly let's appreciate this group for the wonderful presentation. Yeah. So we are ushering in 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓𝐑𝐀𝐋 and the group who will close for us today 5 minutes. Strictly 5 minutes. We are almost coming to the end.
Hi, my name is 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓𝐑𝐀𝐋. I know you guys know of a place here called that. Yeah. As we set up, as I've said, my name is 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓𝐑𝐀𝐋. I'm part of a team, but today I'm standing strong for my team. That is what we call diversity and knowing what your team does. So that's why I'm here. So this is Rescue Node. It's a real-time LPG gas detector, fire detector, and floods early warning system. So meet Luca, a former student of Kabarak University, who in the evening, after leaving school from classes, went to his house in Rafiki. Now, after cooking, he decided to take a rest. But then there was a gas leakage in his house that went undetected. In the morning, when he was dressing, a spark from static energy from his dressing ignited, and there was a fire. Last year, in Embakasi, there was a gas explosion that claimed 3 lives, 300 injured, and property worth millions lost. Climate change continues to be a growing threat to humankind. In 2024, 7 million people were affected by floods in Africa. This is due to rising water levels and changing climate patterns. In Kitengela, flash floods occurred in the middle of the night, but there was hindered response because there was no real-time alert and limitation of access to that place. We'll remember the Kijabi overnight flash floods that swept 5 whole villages due to lack of a real-time warning and alert system. So ladies and gentlemen, Rescue Node. This is our solution. It revolves around 3 things: real-time detection, instant notification, and reduced response time. I'm sorry, I'm a little fidgety. So we use 3 features: accurate location with navigation assistance for access, instant notification, and sound alarm for corrective measures. So, when a gas leak is detected, it sends an audible alarm to the people around for evacuation. We have instant notification to your phone telling you of the levels of the gas leak in your house. And there are corrective measures which include cutting off gas supply that you can do on your phone where available, or activating air conditioner. When a fire is detected, a sound alarm alerts people around. You can open your gate remotely through corrective measures, that is, if available. When a flood is detected, a sound alarm, which is very audible, is sent to people around that area, notifying them of the floods. An instant notification is sent by emergency response units. We know about the Kenya Red Cross Society, who usually send messages on floods, like that one. Then there's a monitoring dashboards for emergency operations and groups, and whereby they can access this in real time. So if there's a fire that is happening, they have navigation access to that place, which means there's a GPS location and assistance to that place. If there's a flood, they send you an evacuation message and they can reach you as it happens. So on to our business models. We are exploring two business models, the business-to-business model and the business-to-consumer model, where we approach the residential homes and households, and for the business-to-business, the small business owners and the commercial LPG suppliers, as well as the real estate developers. We're also tapping into the third sector economy, that is the NGOs, such as the Kenya Red Cross, and among others who are in the disaster markets. So this is our milestones. Last year, we did our first Inception presentation here at CREW 2024. We've been doing Kenya Innovation Week last year. In April 2025, we did our developing with Kenya Red Cross, and currently we are doing final product development in partnership with Kabarak University. So we've had 3 generations of prototypes, and currently we are doing final product development. So our roadmap, not only 10, we want to reach more than 10 million Kenyans, 200 million people in Africa, and over 1.47 billion people. We are also aligning our solution to 4 SDGs. Our ask is mentorship in market research and product testing, and partnership in development and transitions to the next stage. Our advisors and partners are Kabarak University, in terms of research and development, and Kenya Red Cross, giving us the data, piloting, and emergency response. Meet the team, Felix Masigwa, who is our Chief Technical Officer with a background in computer security and forensics. Mercy Gemeli, Head of Operations with a field in telecommunication and engineering. And I, Mercy Njeri, your financial and business strategist. To add on this, something I've left, our production cost is ranging between, plus the selling cost, at $15. So we are targeting the informal settlements because we had a case in Kibera in the second quarter of this year. So our selling price will be $220. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. On to the judges.
No, thank you so much. I think that was well done in terms of problem statements and the solution that you guys have, and why we actually do need this product. So from my end, yeah, that was good. That was well done.
So probably to echo, let me talk about LPG. LPG is usually does not have any smell, but manufacturers put that pungent smell so that you know it leaks. Now, how does your system actually detect that leakage? And secondly, I think when you're doing the problem statement, I'll probably leave out the Embakasi one because Embakasi was actually a fault in the design and in the location because the reason for that emergency or that accident was actually negligence and not a leakage from a design and operational perspective.
Okay, thank you very much. I do believe that you will take the comments to improve your idea. Let's appreciate Mercy Njeri and the group as they exit the scene. And we are almost coming to the end of today's activities. I wish to usher in one of the judges to give a general comment. And I would have, after the judges, I would have actually invited the director, but I think he has stepped out. So maybe on behalf of the director, Dr. 𝑊𝘐𝑓𝐷𝑒𝐷𝑒𝑢, you will step in. And then we are going to have Leon. You will offer a closing prayer later on. I don't want to ambush you. Yeah, we still are very happy with the audience who have been with us since morning. We appreciate your presence. I believe we have members of staff who are with us, and very, very important is our colleague from Meru, I think so, Meru, who has been with us since morning. We have other staff apart from the committee members, the chair, innovation, Dr. 𝑊𝘐𝑒𝐷𝑒𝑢𝑆. The director, Dr. 𝑁YAWERE, has been with us. Mercy, staff from School of Science, Engineering and Technology, has also been with us. Yeah, tunawatambua. Hata staff kutoka DELT, we recognize. Kama sijakutaja tafadhali, we want to recognize staff and our dear students. We are happy that you've been with us since morning. We don't take that one for granted. May God continue showering you with his blessings. Yeah, we want to bless you in that particular manner. So allow me to call one of the judges to make a final comment for the day. And we appreciate your comments. God bless you.
Thank you, Daktari, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to judge. So far, we are really, really impressed by your innovations. And I just want to say that please keep on keeping on. I'd like to give you the story of Elon Musk. When he founded SpaceX, everyone thought he was crazy. He failed many times. And if you were to judge him, when he first started SpaceX, he would fail miserably. But look at where he is now. In fact, the International Space Station cannot operate without, it is operating very well because of SpaceX. And so whatever the outcome, please know you're not a failure. Please continue, keep on keeping on. And maybe just a general comment regarding your presentations. I'd like to use the presenter of yesterday as an example. You all saw his slides, right? For those of you who are here. How many bullet points did it have? Each slide. And probably none. And it was more of pictures, it was more inviting. And as you're speaking, let me use an example. Let me just stand here. As I was giving the presentation, was he like this, reading through? No, he was entertaining us, he was walking, he was commanding the stage, he was commanding your presence. And so probably as we move on, for those of you who've presented, Probably the ship has sailed. But those of you who are coming, you are the product. Investors do not buy the idea. They buy the person behind the idea. And so show confidence. I remember, let me use Bravin as an example. He felt the mic was a hindrance. He put it down, and he projected his voice. I think if the lights went out, we would have struggled to hear most of the presenters. So please, please gather confidence, and do not fixate your eyes on the screen. Fixate your eyes on the audience. These are your potential future investors, your potential future employees, and they want to buy into someone who is confident, okay? Yes, so probably those are my takeaway remarks. Keep on keeping on, even though you may not win. Elon Musk did not win at first. He failed for over a decade, actually. But look at where he is now. He's one of the most richest people in the world. And be confident. Please do not rely, because when we delay because maybe there's a small technical hitch, but it's like you've forgotten your idea. You just need to read so that you can continue. Please develop confidence, master your content such that you can be able to present without having to look at your slides. So thank you, and looking forward to hearing more of your innovations next week, tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, sir. Let's appreciate our judges. And I don't know whether... Okay.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone, for being here today. Like I said yesterday, I keep saying it again, you're here for you. You're not here for anyone else. So I don't want to thank you for being here, because you've been here throughout for you. I hope I'm right, isn't it? If there's anybody taking away a lot of information with them, then that person is you. So you've been here for you. So thank you for making time for you, for being here. Engineer Yegon has spoken a lot of stuff. He's picked a lot of stuff from what I would have wished to say. These are your ideas. You own them. You have developed them. And when you're coming to pitch them off, most of you have done well, and we're very grateful, because making a presentation to the public is not a very easy thing. That's appreciated, isn't it? Yeah, you don't just wake up one morning and you're very good at presenting or speaking before people. So one of the things we'll be achieving here is giving you an audience and enabling you to be able to speak before people and do so with a lot of confidence. So bravo to most of you who have done that. But then, like the engineer has said, you need to show energy. You need to show confidence, so that we can see that you have believed in the very thing that you are trying to sell out to us. So you're not supposed to appear freaky. Once, there's a, 90% of communication, they say, social scientists say 90% of communication is body language. So we're able to already begin to believe disbelieve in what you're saying, just from how you are appearing on stage. So ensure that when you're coming to pitch, you are in the presentation. A lot of presentations that I've listened to today were very good. I listened to others yesterday. There's one that I'll talk about, I think, on Thursday. One of the presenters, I don't want to mention that presenter, but we kept discussing. We were saying, hey, this one must have lived this one from the time they were a child, because it was really, really, or he was really neat. Let me not give hints. For you to win, you have to, as much as possible, make so many attempts, to hit the targets. They call it goals on target, those of you who watch football. You have to try as much as possible to make so many goals on target for you to win, to get one. Yeah? So what we are doing here Can you imagine we are gathering here to discuss ideas? That's what we'll be doing for the rest of the week. Where else can you be? You know? So you are, I believe, spending your time in the best way you can. You're seated in a gathering that is discussing ideas. Whether you are the one presenting or you are seated there, you're making the audience, there's a lot of learning happening. Lastly, this will be least, not last. Nothing good comes easy. Nothing good comes easy. There has to be sweating. You must burn the midnight oil while everyone else is sleeping. You have got to be awake and putting together those codes and waking up and feeling sleepy, but going back to code again and thinking about your innovation. You have to leave it because this is something that you're trying to bring out. So be sure that until there is pain, there's not going to be any gain. So what you guys are doing, we are very, very grateful. I would like to wish all of you so well in this journey that you have taken. The economy of the world today, every time you hear people talk about great people, they are talking about people who have innovated. You'll hear engineer talk about Elon Musk. I think there was somebody else who kept talking about Elon Musk at the SEAL summit we were at in Mombasa last week. Somebody was talking about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is an African. He was born in South Africa. He has developed so many innovations, and some have gone through, so many of them have failed. So you see, the world will only talk about those that have come out and succeeded. But they don't see the many and maybe tens and hundreds of them that did not get to see the light of day. So whatever you think about doing, always do it. Have a vision board in your room, in your little room. Have a vision board. Write down whatever you thought about. Because if you don't write, then you'll forget. Write it down and spend time trying to develop it. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. There's so many other guys. And do we have Africans? Dangote, is he an innovator? Or is a businessman? He's... Yeah. I'd look forward to a presentation where somebody is talking about great people and how they got to where they are, and how maybe they attempted to innovate. I think then it begins to give us a picture of how great people have journeyed all the way to become great. And even wherever they are still working to sustain the greatness. I don't think it is a destination. You have to keep doing it for you to go. We are happy today. We were joined by Dr. 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓, Director of Innovation, Director of Research, Innovation, Commercialization and Extension from Meru University. He's been here with us. He has come to join this gathering. You may want to agree with me that we have so many. Kabarak has thousands and thousands of members, isn't it? But only a few of us are here. Dr. 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓 has traveled from Meru University to come and join this conversation. I would like us to give him a chance to say hello. I know he will have another chance to present, but this evening, just come and greet us, and then we'll invite the director to give his remarks. Dr. 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓, let's appreciate him.
Thank you so much. My colleagues and students, good evening. Like he has rightly said, yes, I'm from Meru University of Science and Technology. I know a week or two ago we were very trending, yeah? And these are people like you who participated in similar hackathons, and we are glad when you innovate, you be ethical. That's what we are pushing for. We know you're so brilliant, especially the students, and a lot of work that comes from you can change the world. We were together in the SEAL Summit last week, and even the Innovation Agency nationally also is looking into innovation clubs from students, and there is a direction of now funding those innovations from student levels. And this should really motivate us, because for the longest time, innovations from students maybe end at innovation weeks, and from there you struggle on your own. But currently, there's a momentum building, so that by next year around this time, you should be presenting in such forums. And I think we saw students from KCA presenting in the SEAL Summit, but we want to see you guys from Kabarak. We also want to see students from Meru University and other universities showcasing. We were among 11 universities which were recognized by the agency as universities that are pushing for student-led innovations. And of course, I'm happy that KIPI is here and other government agencies are around just to help you protect and propel your idea to commercialization, which is our ultimate goal. So at Meru University, we really do this. We also have a similar event in October from 12th, 13th, and 14th, and we really want to welcome you to come across the mountain to join us and show us what you do from here. So I'm so happy to be here. I just came to learn and to see what happens and just to collaborate with my friends from Kabarak. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Doctor. Thanks so much. Let's appreciate Dr. Sugar. Sawa. So just before I invite the director, I know after he speaks, then we'll close with a prayer. Tomorrow is our main day, it's our opening day. So it's going to be big. I would like to urge us to be here very early because it's tomorrow, this is the opening day. We will have, I know all of us are important, but the level of importance is relative, isn't it? It varies across the domain. So we'll have very important people joining us tomorrow. So this place will be full. Yeah, we will have very interesting panels. And later on, even in the day, we'll still have people joining us and presenting about what is happening in the innovation space across the world. There will be a gentleman from the University of Minnesota who will be presenting to us virtually. That's confirmed. So tomorrow really is a very interesting day. You don't want to miss. Check with your colleagues, ask them to join us so that we can have this conversation. That way, then you get out of this place a lot richer, a lot bigger, and looking forward to doing things and moving the economy of this country and the economy of the world to the next level. Allow me now to invite our director to make a few remarks, and then I don't know whether it should be the director. Sorry, I know you're already standing. This gentleman came back today from Germany. No, you can't welcome him. It should be him welcoming you. Just briefly, Mr. 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓𝑑𝐢𝑆. Najua kizungu saa hii lazima sio ya ki.
Si kizungu, kizungu ni English. Anyway, yeah, so me, I don't have much to really say. Just want to appreciate the students that have joined us today, our partners. Really appreciate you guys being here. Yes, I came from Germany yesterday. I arrived this morning, actually around 5 p.m. I'm still here. So I went for a conference on innovation and startup that is supported by the Access 2.0, which is actually a consortium of about 11 universities in Kenya, Kabarak University being one of them. I think we have Mount Kenya, there is Strathmore, there is USIU, and many other universities. So what was happening there is they were training on how to build from ideation all the way to startup, all the way to commercialization. And we had training from a university called Leipzig. Leipzig is a university in Germany. Yeah, so Kabarak University were represented. We had part of the people that went there we had students that were supposed to present. Unfortunately, they were not able to go. But nonetheless, Kabarak University was represented, and So this is a long-term, it's actually a long-term activity. This is going to happen again next year. So there was a call that was shared. I don't know whether you saw it on email. Yeah, there was a call on Access 2.0. The next event is going to happen in Embu. I don't know, Chege, you're aware about that? Access 2.0 is going to happen this year. But then the annual competition is going to happen again in Germany again next year. So I urge all the innovators that are here to participate. There's a lot of support out there, you know. And the good thing is when you innovate, don't think about just the problems here in Kenya. If you want to start a business, you can as well start a business here, but also do it where in these other countries, right? And for example, there's a very interesting innovation that I saw in Germany. And it was about a smart toilet that you pay for you to use what? The toilet, right? But then this is a robot. It's a robot that unless you pay. So, unajua mimi ni Mwafrika, siko najua. The toilet is, okay, the gate. That everything is also, even the toilet itself is automated, right? It even warms, you know. It's actually automated, it flashes, it does everything, it knows that you're not around, it knows what kind of stuff you're going to do there. It's very smart. And so what I did, since I didn't know that this is, you're supposed to pay for it. So mimi nimejaribu kuforce mlango. And we're like, it recognizes, please pay fast. I'm like, why? So I had to use my credit card, right? Swipe, sikafunguka. We tried to jaribu kwenda watu wawili at the same time, because now we've paid. Kumbe it knows that it's only one person at a time. So it flagged us. And I saw that is an innovation, you know. If there's nobody demands that toilet, by the way. You just have to pay and get in. Once you're in, of course, you don't pay to come out. It automatically knows that once you're in, you should come out, right? It's very interesting. So this is a very interesting innovation. What I'm just trying to say is, don't try to solve so many big problems, right? Even very small problem, right? Very small problem. So I saw a lot of automation there, right? Even cleaning the street, our to me brooms, they have robots to clean what? The street. Zinafagia, zinachukua papers, you know, and then, yeah. So innovation is everywhere. So the spirit of innovation, as long as you have the right mind, start with an idea and push that idea to the next level. So yeah, so that is it from my end. So like Dr. Walekwa said, tomorrow is a big day. We urge all of us to be here. All right, let's come listen. Maybe from this Central Rift innovation, maybe if you are not innovated, maybe now ideas are starting to come. Right, ideas are coming. Don't be afraid to innovate. Thank you so much. Welcome, Director.
Coordinator. Actually, for the for the toilet when we were in Nairobi the other time, Agile Hotel, just near the airport, I encountered a toilet that you get in inajifungua. Ukikaa, it is warm. So hata kama kuna baridi, you are relaxed. Ukiamuka tu hivi ina flash na inajifunga. Here in Nairobi. Doka alirudi huko kadhaa. Anyway, I want to acknowledge fellow director, Dr. Chege, for just braving that distance to join. Actually, he demanded that he wanted a letter to be invited here. Thank you for coming in, and more so for those highlights you brought in concerning the clubs. When we were in Mombasa last week, Kenya National Innovation Agency recognized 11 universities, ours being one of them. We have already started the Innovation Club, and I think now that Dr. 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐓𝐑𝐀 is around, you are going to be called into this. So in that club, there are fundings, there are promises of funding coming in to support these innovations that you're coming up with. So please, don't sit at the periphery and you're just watching. There's some lady I've really admired. Can you just stand up? This lady here. I have forgotten the name. She told me yesterday. Amukatu. What's your name? Parsayo. She's from the School of Law. So yesterday she came and watched what's happening, and today she has brought her friend and said, no, I want to see what's happening around. Can we clap for Parsayo? Wow, thank you. Because you cannot do it alone, you need to collaborate with others. And so as you're coming, ideas come in. And those ideas is what you can be able to turn them into a bigger thing. Madam Mercy, can you just stand and greet this audience? She's one of us. Thank you. Thank you. To 𝐂𝐶𝐵, we are grateful. Standing with us, being here. Their chairman of the board is coming tomorrow and is one of the speakers here. So that's why they are on the ground monitoring that things are working out well. To the committee members of innovation, I'm so much grateful. Dr. Tanui has postponed everything. Dr. Joyce has also postponed everything. Here fully. Dr. Walewa has postponed everything. They are fully here. And also you see Dr. Faith is always here. That is the passion these people have. Now, tomorrow, you know in Kabarak, tomorrow is a very short day. So the meeting starts at 8. We should sit by 8 because VC and his team is coming here at 8:30. And the program is so packed so that by chapel time, it doesn't matter whether there is crew or not, we have to go to the chapel. So that is why we are requesting you, and by the way, it will be packed. A memo is going out requesting all schools. We were even supposed to have shifted this meeting to auditorium, but I've requested that now that we have set everything here, if you move us the other side, it means we have to move everything, the tents, and then after that, what happens? We come back. So I think they have decided, no, let's just come. But now I'm warning you because you've been here, please let you not be late and you sit outside, and then wale wengine wenye wakujangi ndio wamekaa hapa mbele. No, I would wish kama wewe ungekuja mapema, you take your position so that those who are just coming because memo imetoka, tunajua wakimaliza wataenda bado. So na wewe umekaa nje and then you miss the space. So I'm requesting you to come early so that you occupy your space. Hao wengine watakaa mpaka kwa terraces because the VC says innovation is critical and everyone must be able to participate in the innovation. All the deans, all the directors, everyone, tomorrow we are converging here. So we are getting big support from our Vice-Chancellor and we are so much happy because he's saying this thing must work. The innovation must work. We must go to the radar. And next year, I promise you, Dr. 𝐂𝐶𝐍𝐓, our innovators will be in SAIL 2026 in Mombasa. I promise you. Because the support we are getting and the way our students are so ambitious, we have 25 innovators presenting all the way to Thursday, right? So I'm sure we are having innovators here that will be given the opportunity to go to Mombasa next year to showcase their innovation. Are you the one? Can you ask the neighbor, are you the one? Find out if they are the one. So thank you also, engineer, because you've already highlighted some of the things that somebody needs to do. You know, for you to present, you must own the idea. This is what has come to my mind. We had a student in master's class, Master of Science in Physics. This lady went to do a presentation in Nairobi University. And then in the process of presentation, blackout. Then she asked, can I continue? And the panel said, do you mean you can continue? You know, this is Masters in Physics. She said, yes, this is my work. I can continue. She was told, go on. She presented the whole slides off head, and everybody stood up to clap for her, including Wazungu, who were in that meeting. Why? She owned the idea. As I'm talking right now, she is in South Africa, almost finishing her PhD from Kabarak University. So own the idea. You know what I normally tell my students at master's class, that idea, mimi sijui, sindio? Hiyo wanafunzi na present. Hata lecturer wako ama supervisor hananga idea vizuri kuhusu hiyo kazi. That is your work. So whatever you are presenting here is your work. Show us that work. Ama nataka tuonyeshe kwa mother tongue. Thank God Gen Zs hawajuangi mother tongue. So show that work with a lot of energy. I don't want to stress on that because others have already spoken on that. So allow me to bring this day to an end so that we can go and prepare and we converge here tomorrow. There's some cups of tea out there. So tupige makofi. Hii baridi. So unapita na kikombe ukienda nyumbani na hiyo ita work out well. So let's all rise up as we bring this to a good conclusion. So allow me to pray today. Father, in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, we want to thank you this evening. We thank you for day 2 of Central Rift Innovation Week 2025. We planned for many months, and Lord, this far you brought us. We acknowledge you as our Ebenezer. We thank you for the presentations, the trainings. We thank you for our partners that have also come in. And Lord, now as we disperse, we pray that, Lord, you are guiding us back home safely. And tomorrow you will help us to be able to gather here with renewed energy so that we can be able to undertake our roles and duties for the day. We thank you for the management, the visitors who are on the way. We pray, Lord, that you give them journey mercies. And now, Lord, we are so grateful for the cup of tea you provided for us. As we partake of it, bless it and sanctify it. This is our prayer in Jesus' holy name. Amen. Thank you. I had my book here. It's so. It's here. Thank you. Najua wewe.